I think we all know about the effects of music on our mood, mental health, and overall well being. We are getting more and more information about music having a frequency, and depending on the type of songs we listen to, it can either affect us negatively or positively. And while we can know about this, sometimes we all tend to be on an autopilot mode and listen to artists and listen to their songs whose lyrics can be not so beneficial for us or can have more of a negative effect than positive. And today, I want to talk about the importance of it and how one artist that I have been listening recently has made me rethink about listening to music, and he just raised my standards again in all aspects of music. First of all, I want to say welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hi, you are welcomed here. Here we talk about self-development, spirituality, esoteric stuff, and things that interest me, and I hope it would interest you too. And today, as mentioned, I really would like to talk about how music is so important in our lives, and one artist that made me really, really appreciate the importance of energy that music has and its lyrics. And guess who that person is? From the title, I think you already know, but it's Michael Jackson, of course. I think there is small quantity of people in the world who don't know about him. Almost everyone knows about him, but I knew him on a more surface level. I knew about his popularity because of his amazing dancing skills, of course, his moonwalk, his amazing singing abilities. That's what I thought that made him him. But now at this age, when I started to listening to him again, I started to realize that there is so much more depth in him that really, really can have positive impact on us, both spiritually, mentally, and in many, many other ways. Let's just start with some reasons why I listen to him and why you should listen to him, or why he is just such an amazing artist for me. First of all, it's been a month or more that I've been listening, 2 months that I've been listening to his songs. And I started at first when I was listening to him, I didn't even realize that, but I kept coming back to his songs, especially Human Nature, and I felt this instant mood shift. I felt more hopeful towards life. Even if I was in a bad mood, if I would listen to him again, I would just feel so much better. And when I started to rethink about my whole playlist and the type of songs that I listen to, I just think, okay, is there anyone besides him that has had such an amazing impact on me recently? And nobody just came to my mind. It was him. I think that subconsciously, at first, you already grab and don't understand why his music is so positive for you, but your subconscious kind of can understand about it. For the second point, I would like to talk about his lyrics and mention about it. Of course, we listen and focus on lyrics, but sometimes I don't value that much lyrics in music, or there are specific artists whose songs I listen to and I understand that it's not just music, but lyrics also have an impact on me. But his lyrics hit different for me. I don't know if you noticed this, but I don't find somebody from current artists, especially mainstream. I'm sure there are so many artists who sing about stuff like this, like humanity, world peace, the type of stuff that Michael Jackson was passionate about. And I don't find from current artists who sing about that. So I would like to bring you some examples from his lyrics. For example, make a little place, make a little space, make a better place, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. He was just so passionate about it. And when you listen to this stuff, it just impacts you. I consider myself a person who cares about humanity, but when I was listening to his songs and I would just go on for my day and I would think about a certain issue, I would just remember his songs. That's just never happens with me. With other artists, I would just listen and I would say, oh, okay, in his lyrics he talks about, for example, like man in the mirror. He talks about like take a look at yourself and then make a change. That every single change we want to see in the world, it should start with us. Last but not least, like let's talk about the frequency of the music. When you would search artist whose music frequency is high, Michael Jackson almost always comes up. And without like information on the internet, you would just feel it, even in his songs that are considered more sad or more calm or not so on a positive beat. You don't feel any negative things from that. I feel so alive and more happy, like everything is going to be all right. I just get into this mood. And because it's been said that he uses high frequency in his music, it just has a positive effect on us and it's healing. And of course, it's super crucial because most of us love to listen to music. And I would like to bring an example about it. Years ago, I would just listen to this artist. I said this artist as if she's not famous. It's Olivia Rodrigo. I think many of you know about her. And I would listen to her Jealousy. The song is called Jealousy, and there are lyrics that say like comparison is killing me, I think too much about people who don't know me, something like that. And it's basically about comparing yourself to other people and comparing like all your friends are so cool, you hang out every night, your dad has a nice car. Like her lyrics have something like this, I approximately remember them. And after a few listens, I would just catch myself feeling more negative, comparing myself more, feeling more insecure. And I started to rethink about it. I realized that, wait a minute, since I've been listening to this song, it has been awakening me this type of negative feelings that I didn't have before. And I just stopped. And this song is such a huge lesson for me to never ever listen to this type of music. And right now you can even see, and it's been like that, they're like girls comparing themselves to other girl, like she's no better than me, something like that, or more songs that just are about comparison and feeling insecure. While sometimes you can listen to them and just release these emotions, listening to them on a daily basis, I don't think it's good at all. Last but not least point about Michael Jackson is him being deeply spiritual person. If you would just see his lyrics, his album covers, his music videos, everything has a hidden meaning, and he was a deep spiritual person. All of the things that he did was spiritual. He wanted to help people, he wanted peace in the world, and he was I think he showed so little, and he remained more mysterious in terms of him being spiritual. I know that he showed about his beliefs, but I think he has such a rich world inside of. He had such a rich world inside him in terms of spirituality that people still feel his energy to this day. There are so many hidden gems that you can keep coming back to and decode them. And even in his album covers, there are many symbols. They are not just something aesthetic or else. Even people that I follow who just are more into this stuff, they decode about his albums, they talk about him. So he's just a great, his album covers are just a great book. You keep coming back and finding new hidden gems. So this is what I was basically wanting to film for a long time. And I think it's so important to listen to this type of songs, to this type of artists like Michael Jackson. And if, for example, for you, that can be him or another artist who makes you feel inspired. Because songs are energies, they have frequency, and this can have an impactful influence on us. If you have any other artists that you would like to recommend, whose music makes you feel more alive, more inspired, better, healed, please recommend, because I would love to discover new other artists. Thank you for watching this video. See you at the next one. Bye.